Cheers.
Okay, I guess I'll start then. Yeah. So yeah, welcome to the first podcast that we're doing today. My name is Locke. I'm here with my co-hosts Trajan, or Kevin, Tan, and Michael. So yeah, we're
Four
actually
co-hosts.
yeah, we're actually going to test out this podcast that we're doing right here. We'll see how it goes. But I guess today's topic is the trip we had back in March before COVID. It was 6 of us, actually no, five of us actually, us four now, and Shine going to Cairns, Gold Coast, and then at the end, Kevin, Michael, and me going towards Tasmania. But yeah, we'll probably start the whole thing. We do plan to drink throughout the podcast as well, see how it goes, and yeah, that's how it is. So yeah, do you guys want to, I guess, say something beforehand?
That's how it is, Locke.
Alright, looking forward to having a bit of drinks.
Yeah.
Alright,
yeah, so
yeah.
we're basically a bit tipsy now because we had a few shots beforehand. But I guess we'll start with the first day then. First day was...
Wait, before the first day, can you go through the story of why it was cancelled?
Oh yeah, so initially...
Or not why it was cancelled, why
yeah.
did it start?
Initially, we were meant to go to Vietnam and Taiwan as our trip with the boys. All of us, including Vung as well, was meant to come. But then, as everyone knows, that COVID happened, so we had to cancel the trip. And we thought, why not go somewhere interstate? We decided to go Cairns, Gold Coast, and Tasmania. I've been to Cairns already, previously with my family. I'm pretty sure these guys have never been to Cairns before, or Gold Coast. But yeah, we ended up going to Cairns for 3 or 4 days, Gold Coast 3 or 4 days, and Tasmania for 3 days as well. Just before COVID actually got serious though. But yeah, we'll tell the whole story on how that trip went though. But yeah, initially the first day, I remember, I guess for me, I remember getting fob rolls at Kevin Go's Bakery for my family, and then after that getting a lift from Tan's brother and Tan as well, towards his house with Kevin and Michael already in the car. Do you guys remember that?
Yep.
But yeah, we got to Tan's house. We were getting a lift from Tan's brother towards the airport. That's where we met up with Shine at the airport as well. We all checked in. We sat around for around 1 or 2 hours. The funny thing is that Vung didn't actually come with us to the trip though, but he was still at the airport working that day as well, which is pretty random. But yeah, Vung was working that day with us at the airport. I can't remember what we ate though. I think we had Macca's.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Macca's. Pretty sure we
I
had
think
Macca's.
I had a Portos with Shine, I believe, yeah?
Yeah.
You
Tan
guys
and Shine had Portos, and then after we finished eating, I think Michael and I went to get drinks and
I
vodka.
don't remember what we ate, but yeah, we went to the...
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Yeah, Michael and I went to get drinks first though. And after we're like,
You guys went to drink when we were still eating. And
yeah.
then, the rest joined you guys after.
Yeah, so after that, we're like, oh, come get drinks with us. So they all came after. We all had like, I think, vodka lemonade. It was, I think,
The biggest rip-off.
nah, it was okay there for like actual airport standards. Though. It was like $12 for vodka lemonade. Usually that's
That's
a normal
basically
price.
paying for a drink at a club, bro.
Yeah, pretty much though.
Legit.
Yeah. But yeah, we got to the airport. We had a few drinks. We ate a bit, and then we flew to Cairns first. Cairns was our first destination. We landed there. It was just so hot as soon as we landed there. Like we didn't expect it to be that hot. No one was in shorts during that time because everyone was still wearing long trackies during the trip. But as soon as we landed though, it was hot. It was humid as well. Yeah, it was so humid.
Man, my shirt was sticking on like my back.
Yeah. We got a lift to we ordered Uber.
The worst Uber driver in the world.
Wait, was it that one? Or was it actually it was
we
that one?
ordered Uber XL, yeah, it wasn't even XL. It wasn't even XL,
No. It was the Gold Coast one where
Was it?
I thought I ordered XL, but I ordered a normal one. So Michael and I got to that one, and you guys
was
go to
the
the
one.
second one. Yeah.
No, we ordered the first time we went to Cairns, we ordered XL, yeah.
The guy had like a 7-seater.
Oh yeah.
And he just wasn't enough. We had a lot of luggage.
Yeah.
No, he
So
had a 6-seater.
yeah,
And
so
then-
yeah, we ordered a Uber and it was supposed to be XL, but somehow the car was actually not that big, so all of our luggage was like stuck in the back though. But yeah, once we got to our Airbnb, I actually really liked our Airbnb though. It was actually really good though. But yeah, I think it was Kevin and Shine sharing a room together. Michael and I sharing a room, but technically, Michael never slept in the room once.
Yeah, knocked out on the couch.
Yeah, I made him sleep on the couch, and then Tan had his own room though. But yeah, the first night, as soon as we landed, we unpacked. It was already, I think, around 5-6 p.m. though. We walked towards the main strip, or I guess the night market. The walk wasn't that far, was it? Was it like what?
It wasn't that
15
far,
minutes? Yeah, but it was still
man,
it was still hard though.
Man, it was hot.
Oh, bro. But just imagine if you were in Vietnam, man. That's like the
Yeah.
same,
Yeah, it was
exact
actually warm
same
though.
climate.
But yeah, I think it took us what 30 minutes or 20 minutes to like find a restaurant. Like, we kept walking up and down the
I don't
strip.
think it took that long.
Yeah.
Where did we
Yeah.
end up eating?
It's
Is
so
that what
hot
the
though.
You
pub?
ended up eating it like at a
Yeah, it was like a pub,
sort of like
pub place. Yeah.
And we drank as well, yeah.
Yeah, we ordered the tower.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
ordered
yeah.
the tower.
We ordered a tower beer. We had like, I think like probably 1 or 2 liters of beer there. We all shared that throughout the dinner session. But after that day, we walked through the night market. I'm pretty sure we walked through the night market. I was filming it.
Half the stores are closed.
Yeah, half the stores were closed. I was filming it, and somebody was like, "Hey, no recording." So I was like, "Okay, I'll stop there." And then we had desserts after. I think Mark and I got gelato or ice cream.
I got a beer. I got like
Oh,
too much
yeah.
dessert. I ended up like I couldn't even hold all my desserts.
Wait, what'd you get? So
So I actually have a photo of you just fucking.
I
I
think I ended up getting. I ended up getting crazed, and then I get. I thought
Oh,
it was like
yeah,
a
yeah.
smoothie. I thought a smoothie drink, but it ended up being ice cream.
Oh,
So I'm
yeah.
like, no way, I'm gonna be able to hold this, man. I was
Wait,
like,
that-
I was like, eat this.
Is that the same night where we walked around and then it was hot as, and then we walked into like that playtime and some shit, and it was like.
Oh, yeah, it was,
fully air-conditioned, and we
was,
just stood
yeah.
there for like
Yeah,
a
that
minute.
was
We're
the
like,
same night,
oh,
yeah, that-
Yeah, so basically we got dessert, and when I guess we're like exploring around the main Cairns area. So we saw like a playtime or wherever it is there. Went inside for a bit because it was so hot outside. We end up going towards Woolies and that, buying a few
the
drinks.
bottle, yeah.
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 We ended up buying a few drinks for next night. But yeah, so we end up leaving the main strip, went back to the Airbnb, we kicked back for a bit, and then we went to bed. Because next morning we woke up early for skydiving. So
Yeah.
skydiving, I remember that day, we called we ended up getting the skydiving company to pick us up from our Airbnb. We stood around for I think 10 minutes out on the street.
About
Picked
20
up.
minutes. About
Yeah,
20 minutes.
yeah,
I thought it
was
was.
a
I
while
thought it
though.
was gonna come.
Yeah,
I thought it was
it
gonna
came
come.
late. It came really late.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was a while though, but once
I
we
got
got
was baked, bro.
yeah, we got to the skydiving place, and they're like, "Oh, the weather's not that good. You guys have to wait extra half an hour before we skydive." So then we're just sitting around waiting for it, and they kept advertising, "Oh, do you guys want to get
Photos.
Like,
yeah,
photo pack,
photos
video pack.
or videos during the skydive?"
How much?
It was too expensive. It was like 200. It was like
Yeah,
$280 just for a
yeah,
pack of
yeah.
something.
Most people would say yes, but us five were all too cheap to say yes. So they were like, "No, we don't need
I was
that."
like,
Yeah,
I don't even think the photo was that great. Like, it's just,
Look,
it's just like.
I felt like I was already down money from bloody losing flights for Taiwan and
Ah,
Vietnam.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
like, no way,
we
man.
lost.
No way, I'm gonna be spending a bit more, man.
The
Just
people
for
who were
photos
actually
and
going to
stuff
go to Taiwan lost 1,500 in flight.
yeah, we
and
lost a bit of
for
money,
the
though.
Airbnb, we probably lost like
Probably 500
Dude,
something.
Yeah, because yeah, there's one
30%
if you wouldn't
of
refund
the
Yeah.
us.
money. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
so,
think
yeah.
for Airbnb we lost like 500-600.
Yeah, so most of us were like pretty cheap on like spending money. So we didn't end up spending money at all on like any videos or photos. So we got 0 photos or videos during skydiving though. But yeah, each of us had a partner during skydiving. I really liked my guy. He's actually from Melbourne as well.
Michael really liked his girl.
Me, I don't have a girl.
I had to.
But yeah,
Dude.
I remember my instructor was she just started being an instructor. So I think she was originally from Melbourne as well too. When
I think
she
she's better than my guy. My guy
yeah,
didn't
she
even
was
talk to
originally from
me. He's
Melbourne.
like, you ready? We're going.
Yeah,
But-
she was quite used to it. So she only did skydiving for leisure, and she decided to move to Cairns.
yeah,
I was like,
same as my guys. Like my guy
Yeah.
was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't plan to do it though," but he ended up moving to Cairns because of this job though. But yeah, in the end though, how do you guys feel regarding skydiving though? Like for me, flying up in the plane,
That was a scary bit, bro.
yeah, that felt scary there. And the initial 10 seconds jumping outside the plane was crazy though. But after that though, you lose all that sensation there for me. Like it felt like you were I guess free falling out of the sky though. It didn't feel that crazy after the first 10 seconds though for me.
Well,
I don't know.
well, I was first to jump out, so, I had mad anxiety. We call it. we got to jump first. I'm like,
All I'm gonna say is that I had the maddest wedgie. Like it's just
yeah, it actually hurt
like,
though, wedgie.
it hurt. Like I had red marks after. Yeah.
take it from me. I'm like an adrenaline junkie, yeah, because I do all like I love adrenaline shit.
Yeah, I love it.
And
Yeah.
for me, like as you said, the first like few seconds, it was like I was crazy, but then afterwards you're like floating, yeah.
Yeah,
you're
you're getting used to it. You're
sitting
getting used
there,
to the thing, yeah.
And then since it was like the weather wasn't that great.
Oh
like,
yeah, it was
clouds,
raining that day.
clouds everywhere, and then like I went through the clouds like firsthand. Like I had like water penetrating me from
Yeah, it actually
everywhere.
hurt so much.
water.
Yeah, and it was like pelting, like it was like flying towards my face. I was like, ah!
I
Yeah,
wonder if it's like that on a sunny day. Like,
yeah, because
Yeah.
it was like raining, and then when I think all of us went through the clouds.
Like,
No.
First,
But I did enjoy the free fall because she let me steer.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
so my
same
family
as me. Yeah,
I think.
So
I
yeah,
reckon
she was
it'd be a
like,
lot better if
yes, I gotta say, I was
if
like,
it
I was sort of just like
because
weaving in
how,
and
like,
out. It was nice.
a quarter of a 4 was just going through clouds.
yeah, it sucks.
After you endure that pain, and then out
It
of
was
nowhere
fine
you
after,
you get propelled up, and then you get like the biggest wedgie,
Yeah,
and you hurt.
I
Yeah?
remember
I'll
that.
just
Yeah.
try to, like lift myself up, and the
Yeah.
guy's like, "Do you want to steer?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, same as my guy. He was like, "Oh, do you want to steer?" And I was like, probably not." And he's like, "Come on, when will you ever do this again?"
you pull your hand down, fucking flip.
I was just like,
Yeah,
it's so
I
good.
was steering after too. But yeah,
No,
we
like,
ended up.
if you didn't pull against my legs, I think it would have
Yeah,
been
like-
very eventful. But then since it actually hurt me, so
Yeah,
Nah,
I was too focused on the pain.
it wasn't painful during it. It was only after when I landed that I sort of just like had to like sort of destabilize. Because
yeah.
like when they were asking, like, "Are you alright? Are you sure?" And I'm like, I don't really want to say anything, but I feel like I'm like chuck up or something like that. But I eventually got over it. But it's
Got like
I
all
had
these
the-
stretch,
I
like all
still-
these marks
yeah,
on his body.
I had the marks on the body, but I was still spinning a bit.
Yeah, but
It's like, yeah, like,
But honestly though, do you guys think it was good though? Like for me, it was good, but
how much do we
everyone
pay again?
it was like 200 and something though, 260.
But I tell you what, the only time I'll do it again is like, for example, you go Fiji, you go
The group,
Hawaii,
yeah.
the views are mad, yeah, and it'll be on a good weather day, and like everything, like all the conditions are perfect, yeah, mad views, mad perfect. All the boys are doing it, but alright, yeah, I'll do it. But if I were to do it at the Gold Coast, like under the same
Yeah,
under the same, what do you call it? Same
Conditions?
conditions,
Everything, yeah.
I wouldn't do it again.
because
Let alone even buy the photos.
because like even at like after I tell people about me going skydiving, they always ask, "Oh, is it good and everything?" I'm always like, it's good, but I guess for me, it's not worth it for the price. So like for me, the initial 10 seconds is like crazy, but after that, you're like, oh,
But honestly,
that's what it is. Though.
I
wouldn't you
feel like-
prefer to go Fuji-Q, like
Yeah.
like the roller coaster.
Yeah.
That's one thing, but I feel like it
Through
was.
on that.
I feel like it was worth it for just the experience to say that you've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
You can
that's the
think of
best
your
part
bucket
though.
I think on your bucket list, so it's like, okay, so that's really what it was, you know. Like I think
Okay.
a lot of people were anticipating it to be higher than what it was,
Yeah,
but
I'm feeling it.
I feel like it didn't disappoint, but it didn't really exceed the expectations.
Because in my mind, I was like hyping myself up, like, oh, this is gonna be mad. Skydiving, you're jumping out of the sky,
I think it was you just feel too safe, like strapped
Yeah,
no,
highly to the guy behind you.
Yeah,
Say-
pretty
say for
much.
one
That's
thing.
why.
Like an experience. Like if you were to do it
Were you-
Alone,
were you
yeah, it'd be
hoping for
different
the
though.
hill, Michael?
Huh?
Is that it? Were you hoping for your parachute to fail or something? No, I felt too safe. I wanted to hold him a parachute.
No,
It was like shoved. Like I was like.
no, because it was funny because they said it on the. I think they said on the website, it's like they have a second parachute. The first one fails, but they don't list what happens if the second one fails.
Like, you ask, dude, what happens if the second one fails? It's like, oh, unlucky, brother. Oh, man.
Well, that's what they say. This disclaimer, man. I've got
Yeah.
many disclaimers on the thing.
But yeah,
Did
that
they
was
make us sign a waiver?
Yeah, they sign away, but that's why
Yeah,
we have to sign up to their page.
yeah. But
So going into
even the
South
ride
Africa.
back from the site where we landed towards where we were meant to get dropped off though, they kept asking us, "Do you wanna pay for the video or
Wait,
photos?"
Reason why it's, oh, did you want to see your dive? And then
Yeah.
I looked at my dive and
can't
I'm
pay
like,
us.
do you want this video? It's like 160. I'm like, nah.
Because we had to fake like, "Oh, that looks pretty good," but nah, we don't need it.
He's like, oh my god, wow, man, like your
I don't
mind.
think anyone
Oh,
was
like, oh my
expecting
god, stop talking to me.
Yeah, and then I guess that was like around 8 o'clock in the morning is when we went though. It was pretty early during the day though. But after that though, we ended up going back to our Airbnb. We stayed around for about I think an hour, and then I decided that we should go to the beach. Everyone was down during that day, so we ended up all getting changed, putting on sunscreen on each other. But yeah, like it was a bit weird though, but it was funny as we all put
Wait, do
sunscreen
we
on each
have a
other.
video log?
Yeah,
of us
I
putting
do
on
have
the-
it. Yeah. Oh, we're playing in the background though. But
Oh,
yeah, but yeah, we're like rubbing each other's sunscreen, and we went to I think the first place we went to I think was Trinity Beach though. I actually really enjoyed that beach though. It was actually really nice. The weird thing about the beaches in Cairns is that they had nets around. It's because
Oh,
apparently there's a
scary.
lot of jellyfish.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's why they want to
to.
block off jellyfish coming in. So we were swimming at Trinity Beach. There wasn't actually there was a decent amount of people
First
during this
one we
beach
did, it
though.
was alright.
Yeah,
But then the other one we're scared of.
Yeah,
No,
so-
the Trinity Beach wasn't bad because the waves were a lot. Yeah, so a lot of apparently jellyfish don't come in when there's a strong waves.
yeah.
The other ones are calmer waters.
That day was good though. Like we went to the beach. I think everyone got a tan. It was actually really fun that day though. Went to the beach and everything. But yeah, it was actually really good. We ended up, I guess, playing a few games at the beach. We ended up getting a tan. We ended up actually having a drink as well at a bar close to the beach.
I remember they nearly didn't let us in because it was so
Yeah,
wet.
we went to the bar and then they were like to us, you guys have to put on the shirts up because I think all of us were like half naked,
Shirtless.
shirtless
on
and
about?
everything.
I always put a singlet on.
I had
right,
his dick
guys?
hanging out. No, you're not the one.
But yeah, they
Come
were
on,
like,
man, have,
oh, put the
have some
shirt.
decency, guys. Have some decency.
Yeah,
So
so we
your
had,
titties are hanging out. Like, sorry, bro, we don't do nip flips. Yeah.
so yeah, we had a few drinks there, and then we had
No, I
back.
felt bad for them though, because you know how our shorts were wet, and then we sat down on the chair. And
Oh,
then,
yeah,
like, there was like
yeah.
a puddle of water on the floor. So
That
I
was
did
just
feel bad
you.
about that part.
That was
Yeah.
just you with the puddle.
Mate, I sat on my tower, right, mate?
Yeah, I had the towel as
Decency.
well.
Decency.
Yeah,
But I couldn't
Hey,
say much
it
about my
is what it
thongs,
is.
though. I couldn't say much about my thongs, though. I'm pretty sure those just like wet bloody footsteps.
Yeah. It's just wet no matter what.
yeah. So after the beach, we ended up going back to Airbnb. We stayed around for I think an hour or 2 hours before heading to dinner. We ended up going to a place called Cock and Bull. It was like I think a 5-minute walk from our Airbnb. I remember that dinner place. We over ordered food though. Like,
That was
Everyone
we all,
ordered
we
so
always
much food.
Ball.
Tan,
We
yeah,
always
yeah.
over order.
It was basically all of us ordering our mains plus everyone ordering an extra entree on top. I think Tan ordered nachos.
No, just the
man.
nachos were.
It was-
Everyone got a main and an entree.
Yeah, pretty much. Everyone ordered a main and an entree. We didn't finish half the food, and then we
We
felt bad.
left it.
Yeah, we felt bad, and we just left instantly.
And you know what's worse? When you and I finished, it's like it was fucking pouring. Yeah, we had to run back to the
Oh
Airbnb.
yeah, yeah. So we're like, oh, it's like full raining outside now during this time. So I think we all have to wait for our Ubers. Wait, do we actually Uber it or do we walk
I
back
think
though?
two of us stayed.
I think we Ubered
waited
it. We
for
Ubered
something.
it.
No, you guys ran back. I think it was. I can't
It was
remember.
me. It was me. It was me. It was me and you, Michael. That's the
Yeah,
last
we
week.
waited back. I think we're waiting for Uber to go somewhere. I can't remember if we're Ubering back though.
Oh no,
Where-
yeah. 3 of us Ubered back, while 2 of us went to Woolies to buy I think alcohol though, because that was the day where we went back to Airbnb, and we drank a lot during that day.
Dude, that was such heavy rain.
But
So
yeah,
sorry.
I remember sitting there drinking. I can't remember what we watched. Actually, no, I remember watching 2 movies. We watched Pixels and we watched Transformers though. And that was the day where was it you that bought pizza Trojan that day? Actually no. Was the
I
next
think-
next time during?
I can't remember, but hey, what was I doing? I don't remember watching any movies.
Yeah, I don't remember
Nah,
that either.
yeah. On that day, I remember you KO'd though. Like you were sleeping there, and then I think I was trying to take photos with you sleeping, and you can wake up during the night though. I remember all of us drank quite a lot that day. Like we actually full KO that day. Michael
Was
ended
it,
up
we went
KOing.
back to the pub and drank, or
Yeah,
I
no.
actually can't remember.
No, we went back to the Airbnb. We drank a lot
Mm.
there. Michael ended up KOing on the couch. I think you KO'd on the couch, but then you went back to the room with Shine after. But yeah, I remember that day we drank quite a lot that day though. Because I remember the next day was where we woke up. We walked towards the main strip where the shops are, and we had toasties that day. Toasties. And everyone was like so cooked that day.
I remember that. I was
Yeah,
so
like
drunk,
it was
man.
so
I couldn't
quiet. It was so quiet during breakfast. Like everyone sat there
Oh.
quietly eating.
I'm legit
Toasties.
like this.
Yeah. It was
Why
like,
was this at the same time we had the spaghetti though? Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
Wait, wait.
It was a different day.
Oh, we might have ate that.
I thought
We
it was
might
the same
have.
day.
No, we
I
might
thought
have
it
though,
was
because
the
remember, Toasty
We
was like
went that
breakfast
night.
though. Like, actually, do you remember that walk from our Airbnb
when
to
we
the
walked-
shop though? It was so hot.
When
It
we
was
walked past
sunny.
that- Yeah, it was when we walked past it over the
I'm
back.
real with you, bro. I honestly don't like walking, so and then you're like,
It
oh, we should
wasn't that
walk.
bad
it's
though.
good.
It was like
and then I'm
20
just like-
minutes.
and I sweat like a motherfucker. So
Yeah,
when
like,
we're walking
everyone
there, I'm
was
just like,
sweating,
fucking wiping my back sweat. I felt like a disgusting, man.
Everyone was
Disgusting
sweating though. But
I
yeah,
don't know,
we,
I was
yeah, we
I
got
was
to a
sweating a lot
place.
too.
Yeah, we got to a place that we had toasties. It's basically like what 2 sandwiches with like filling in the middle.
So it was a jaffle. That's
Yeah,
what it
pretty
was.
much,
That's what
but-
it's called. It's a
It is-
jaffle for like $10.
But it was
expensive.
overpriced. It was so
it was
expensive.
overpriced. Yeah.
Oh.
It was so hot, and then we ended up.
Was it good? Yes. Would I pay for it again?
Nah.
Probably not.
Yeah, we ended up going around to the shopping center around Cairns as well. I'm pretty sure that was the day where we kind of split up though. I think it was me, Kevin, and Shine that went to the casino. Tan and
Wait, was that
Michael.
when you won? Was that when you
Yeah,
won?
Tan and Michael went to the. I think it was the
It's cold. Where do we go, Tom?
yeah, the place where
the guy
the Uber driver was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
where all the
Oh, yeah, yeah.
backpackers
Oh,
go.
It was like a nightclub. No, nightclub
Dogs, bro.
bar. And I was just
No,
like,
went to a nightclub bar during the day
Yep.
at like 12 p.m.
but it was not even, it was just like, it was so deserted. Like, but we just like, oh, we're already here, so we're just gonna
You
get
should have got. You guys should have heard the fucking how Ty got baited. It was like, yeah, bro, you should go to this place. There's like, all these backpacking girls in bikinis. It's fucking mad. And then Ty's like, oh, bro,
Hey,
I like bikinis. I like girls. You know, this can work out.
but it was the biggest bait of my life. I was like, but we were already here. We were already there, so we're just like, man, we might as well order a beer and we just think we leave.
He comes in like the bouncer. Like, you don't even go here.
It was an absolute sausage fest, man.
Yeah, well,
Oh my
think
God.
about it, Tan. Like, it's
Oh.
12 o'clock during the day. It's supposed to be a nightclub slash bar, and plus it's during COVID. No backpackers gonna be
Dude,
there.
this was pre-COVID when the rise happened.
Just a
because
bit,
COVID
yeah.
happened.
But it was
this
still
is-
pretty dead though during that though.
It wasn't that dead. It was people there, but the sad thing about it is that
It's
there's
all
no roof,
guys.
and it was raining, and there was guys swimming in the pool outside in the rain.
It's all guys.
Yeah.
But then I guess what Kevin, Shy, and I went to a casino in Cairns though. The funny part is that once we got there, the bouncer at the front who checks the ID was like, "Hey, do you go to the gym?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." And then I was like, and then he's like, "Where?" And I was like, "Derrimut." And then he's like, "Oh, Derrimut Braybrook." I was like, "Braybrook? How do you know about Braybrook if you're living in Cairns?" And then I was like, "Yeah, I do." And then he's like, "Oh, I used to go there too." I was like, "What the hell? How'd you guess that?" It was so random though. That
That's a
guy.
coincidence, man. Coincidence? I don't
Yeah,
think
pretty
not,
much, man. But once I got inside, I think only I gambled. I won, I think, $250 that day on roulette, and then we left after that though.
Good man. Good man.
But see that, but fast forwarding, lock.
No.
That was later. But we
Still later.
We were talking about later, but
Yeah.
we already know. We
But,
already know what I have to say.
we ended up going back to the Airbnb after that. We sat around for a bit, and then we had dinner at this fish and chip place. It was actually pretty good. I had a poke bowl. I forgot what you guys had though, but I had a poke bowl. Kevin ended up buying drinks for everyone as well during that day. But yeah, it was actually a really nice place. After we had dinner at that fish and chip place, we ended up wanting to go bowling. So we had a few drinks prior at the fish and chip place.
Giggity.
Nah, it's actual bowling.
That's
So
bowling.
so we ended up getting a Uber.
10-pin bowling. 10-pin bowling.
Yeah,
you know.
We ended up getting Uber to a 10-pin bowling close by. We had 2 games. First one is always a practice game, no bets. The second one,
What was the wager? I forgot.
yeah, the second one, it was the winner gets to choose whatever they want to do. The loser one has to shout dessert. So we ended up going. The first game was basically a practice one. The second game, Shine came first. It's actually a pretty close game between the top 4 people.
Didn't
Well-
you say like you never played before? Or, like he's really bad at the game.
Yeah, but somehow he came first though. And then Kevin was last by a mile. Apparently he broke his nail or something, but he came last in bowling though.
Bro, you saw it.
Because you didn't know how to you didn't know how to hold
yeah.
bowling ball. You
He was
hold
holding a ball
like
like this.
like this,
Was
like
it
this.
like
No
this?
one told me.
like this.
It's
It's
just
just
your-
like this, like
yeah.
Spider-Man.
It's just
like
to be
this.
your-
Remember back
Like
then,
this, like
I
this.
gripped it like this, yeah. Everyone saw me grip it like this. Like, isn't like whoever went bowling, I gripped it like this. Everyone dead ass looked me right in the eye when they see me hold like this. They didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I was about to
look,
tell
at,
you.
look at these darts, bro. When you're like,
Oh yeah,
Is that
and,
is that how you rip a nail when you throw the ball because you go like this? Yeah.
but yeah, Shine won the whole bowling the second game, and Kevin lost, and he's going to shout dessert. I think that day as well. Actually, no, yeah, that was the day though. We went back to Airbnb. We ended up drinking again to, I guess, continue drinking after. That's when Kevin ended up shouting for the pizzas after. I remember Kevin was like, "Oh, do you want the pizza at Pizza Hut?" And I was like,
I
"Yeah."
remember that.
And then I remember asking everyone, "Do you guys want to eat pizza?" And then everyone was like, "Nah, I'm good."
I didn't
As
even
soon
know
as it came, everyone ate everything. We cleaned the whole thing.
I didn't know. Like, I zoned out. I can't believe I don't know what was going on.
everyone's like, no, oh, actually, I'm not too hungry. And then it came, and I was
Pretty much though.
It's actually out of nowhere.
But
yeah,
yeah,
man, like, I think half of the people didn't know we were ordering pizza. It was only me and Locke that knew.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it was only me and Locke that knew that the pizza
And
was coming.
Also, it was Pizza Hut, so it wasn't that big as well. It's kind of like a small size pizza. Yeah.
This big, bro. This
Yeah.
big for a family size.
We're destroying everything though. But I guess now we should have another shot though. I'm feeling it pretty hard right now though. Yeah,
I'm down.
I'm feeling it hard as though.
Alright, pull in front of this.
Wait, before I'm gonna go
What's
take
going
my
on?
soul out of the freezer real quick.
Hello.
This video is sponsored by Secret Lab.
Hey, no
really.
free sponsors, man. They have to pay us. They have to pay us for our 20 views.
Not even.
Quality content. What can I say? Quality
Man,
content.
I'm feeling it pretty hard. I'm like trying to concentrate while talking and not dying right now.
Yeah, your limit block.
Everyone's quality is back to normal now.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole time
It fluctuates.
it was fluctuating, but it was only Kevin and Locke for me, and it was just like going super pixelated.
Oh man, one shot, yeah.
Let's do it.
That was half a shot, Locke. I've seen
No, up to here is 2 shots. Remember?
that. Is it?
This is only 1. Yeah,
Is that out of 2 shots then?
that's 1, Michael.
Well, how big is your glass then?
Look.
Mine was really big though.
Hey, my glass like that. Look, I can't even fit my
Guys,
hand
look how
around
red
it.
I am, man. Holy shit.
Ugh.
This is a comparison to a tissue.
It doesn't count. That's white. That's really white. Ugh.
Exactly. Let me put my can up the screen and compare it to the redness of the
Yeah,
cup.
it's like you're holding a can to his face. And it's
Yeah, compare the pair, boys. Compare the pair.
It's almost as red as your eyes, Todd.
Wait, does he even have the shot yet?
Hang on,
Yeah,
hang on.
I'm ready. I'm good.
Oh man, I don't think I can do this. We're only like 1:30 into the story.
You know, I almost poured orange juice into my shot glass, and I was like, what am I doing?
You're cooked.
Alright, cheers.
Alright, cheers then. Cheers.
I'm a lightweight.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, that was bad still. Actually, every shot has been bad so far. Ugh.
I think that's what you guys get for drinking 4 weeks in a row, right?
Anyway, guys,
I was prepping for this.
I might die this.
I'll see you tomorrow.
There's no such thing as increasing your alcohol tolerance for drinking 4 weeks in a row, right?
Ugh.
Honestly, my liver's been crying, bro.
Nah, no why?
Like, Locke is actually an alcoholic. Yeah,
No.
this right here, this is a podcast, bro. This is an intervention.
Nah, Michael and I are depressed, man. Come on.
No one said you were depressed. This is an intervention, bro.
Hey, man.
I'm
Okay.
just holding up a sign in the background. Like, please Locke, stop. Everyone worries about you.
But yeah, I guess going to the basically our last day in Cairns there was basically the sky rail to the rainforest cable way. So that was the biggest disappointment.
Lost, say
Like,
that, bro.
Once we got on there, it was fun, but it was so foggy though. Like it was all misty, foggy. You couldn't see anything around us. So we saw 0 animals, saw nothing. It was so dark as well. It was all misty.
We got it.
It was also raining as well.
We got overexcited at just seeing the lake. When we were going.
Yeah, pretty
No,
much though.
When you see like your first bird, you're like, oh my god!
Yeah.
What you were expecting was like, you know, like wildlife, like in its like truest form, yeah? Like
Yeah.
you expect to see, you know, like bloody I don't know what spawn not what spawn, so like what
what animals there around? Yeah.
biome, but we expected like to see a lot of animals, see a lot of wildlife. You look down and you know there's just power lines, fog, you know,
Mate,
trees, dirty water,
They're on a spawn timer. It's
like polluted lake.
It was literally so barren. It's also like all the cable things we passed, there's no one in it as well too. It's just like
Yeah,
it's
it was so
literally
empty
probably-
as well. Like I remember
But to
getting
be
like
fair, it is COVID, but at the
it was
same
pre-COVID,
time,
yeah. And
Yeah.
also as well, there was many stops during the Sky Rail as well. So that, I think they had like 3 or 4 stops that you get off and like I guess explore.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, explore the place around there. I remember getting off quickly and getting back on after like a few minutes, and they're like, "Oh, already? That was so fast." I remember us going back as well. They're like, "Oh, people you spend
I know up the city,
5
up the
hours.
city, yeah.
Yeah,
just the
people
city
spend
area.
5 hours there."
I remember seeing
But we
a
spent
couple
2
of
hours
Japanese
there.
guys. There's Japanese people there. I'm just like,
bro. Honestly, what are you gonna do there?
what are you gonna do there? But then I guess it's different from their societies.
Yeah,
Like, you know, they're
I
more
guess-
wildlife and they away from the city.
Yeah, for us as a group, we aren't into I guess the scenery that much, or I guess this wasn't
Nature,
actually that
nature.
special. Yeah, this wasn't that special though. So we ended up I guess only spending like I think 2 hours throughout the whole.
But honestly, you know, during our you know how we have like holiday houses and stuff, yeah, and then
yeah,
like. Have we ever went to a waterfall? I don't think we have, yeah. But like you know how like you go to a waterfall, the scenic route down to the waterfall.
yeah,
That route is better than whatever we paid for
Yeah.
at Cairns.
but that's like basically how or what we enjoyed is that even when we went to Japan, we barely spent any time at like those temples and that we I guess more enjoyed.
We did what we liked.
Yeah, pretty much so. Like we didn't spend much time throughout the
It was all
scenery.
the high adrenaline type
Yeah.
of ones that we did, or like
Yeah.
the heavy impact type of stuff.
Yeah, that was the Skyrail rainforest cable line trip. After that, though, we went back to Airbnb and we're like, oh, I guess this is our last day at Cairns. Why not go to the beach again? We ended up going to a different beach, but this time once we got there, no one was swimming in the actual beach though, because apparently on that day on the sign there it said high risk of jellyfish though. So no one wanted to go inside the
Bro,
water.
I want you to pee on my leg if I get stung, bro.
So yeah, we're like, how about no one go in there because it's actually a bit scary to go inside there, knowing that there might be jellyfish inside the actual beach though. So we stayed around for like I think a few hours, then we end up leaving after that.
I think the only reason why you guys were sitting around is because
No, we went
I
in.
went off
But the thing
I
is,
went off on
we
my
went
own
in after.
photos.
Some people went in as well.
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it was
so-
the person who were like,
We went in after.
Yeah, Kevin went around taking photos around the area, and I think after an hour, we ended up saying, okay, we might just test the water a bit because some people actually went in after like I think 3 or 4 people went in after, so we ended up going in as well. But it wasn't for that long though before we actually left the place because we were like, it wasn't as great as the first beach we went to though.
Like,
that
if
the
you're not
one-
gonna swim, there's no point of being there.
Yeah,
Was that the one
Honestly.
we'll throw in like those stick things to each other in the beach? Remember?
it probably was.
first
It
day,
probably
that shouldn't
was
be.
though. But yeah.
But I'm throwing shit because you know, we
Yeah,
didn't
it was
have
so
any balls or
random.
anything.
But yeah, that's basically our last day there. We ended up, I guess after that, we ended up going back to Airbnb. We slept early, packed, because the next day we went to Gold Coast. The flight, surprisingly, was what, 1 hour? I was surprised it was actually that long though, even though they're both in Queensland. But we flew from Cairns to Queensland. We ended up
2-hour
landing
flight.
there.
Or 2-hour flight.
Yeah, 2-hour flight actually. Yeah, we landed there. Went to our hotel. I actually enjoyed our Airbnb more than our hotel though. It felt weird, this hotel. But once we got there, we went to Pacific Fair. It was a massive as mall. Like, in your opinion though, was it bigger than High Point or not?
No, it wasn't. No way.
mall? Nah,
It was more open,
it was pretty big
I
though.
reckon, I reckon.
but it didn't have the elevations. It didn't have the
Yeah,
elevations.
it didn't have the elevation, but like
It was big though.
yeah, like it was like a lot wider.
Yeah, but even though we
Point.
went there, it was still pretty empty though. We got there, we walked around. A lot of the stores were like empty. We had lunch. Kevin and I had ramen. That's just so good, the ramen there. What did you guys have though for lunch? Do you remember?
I literally bought a kebab. I bought a kebab, and I was like, "Oh man, this is not satisfying." I waited for a while, and the kebab was like this small. Like, you know, a usual kebab is like, you know, like you got a decent size.
yeah.
You got a decent size of kebab, but it was so small, and I waited like a solid 15 minutes for it to cook. I was like, oh, it's gonna looks good, but it was not enough. And I was like, oh
You're
man, I'm gonna go
rocks,
get
man.
ramen with this guys. But then, by the time I got there, you guys already finished. I was like, oh man, I'm not gonna get one. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna leave it at that.
What do you have,
Oh.
Michael?
I think I just had a Subway. I think. can't
Go all the way to
We
Gold
go
Coast
to Cairns,
to have some
Gold
Subway.
Coast,
Wasn't it Subway? I
Yeah,
think-
yeah, you got a Subway, yeah.
you did.
And I think you bought a cookie for Shine. I think I'm pretty sure.
Go all the way to Gold Coast to have a Subway. But yeah, Kevin and I had
It's from
ramen.
Australia, isn't it?
And then after that, I think we sat around talking about random stuff. That's when I discussed about how I changed from Japan, being very dirty, and not cleaning myself into.
We won't go into that much details.
Yeah.
All I have to say is
But I'm gonna say that I changed throughout that year though. From
that's some nasty shit, bro.
But
Like,
here-
That is.
but here, this thing gets good though. So
that's
after we
gross,
ate
man, that's
that,
gross.
yeah, after I ate that, it was during lunchtime. Well, actually, it was around 2 or 3 o'clock. We went back to the Airbnb. We sat around watching movies, and then that's when we were like, we should go bowling again. And the first time, so in the end though, Shine and Tan didn't go bowling. It was only Michael, Kevin, and I went bowling. We went bowling together. It was okay. And after
It's
that,
okay.
I didn't have that. I didn't have a good game. So, like,
Look, after that, I enjoyed bowling in a different alley. It was pretty good.
yeah. So then,
But
Yeah.
I didn't get a strike.
Yeah.
I guess I got a spare.
one bowled by himself with me, Locke, and
Michael,
Michael decided to play with each other.
yeah. So us two went together to bowling, and after that, we went back to Airbnb. That's when Tan went bowling by himself. Shine was still there with us. And then after that, before that though, after we got back from bowling though, Kevin, Michael, and I, we ended up having a few shots before going out to get dinner. Tan didn't come come with us to dinner because he went bowling by himself though. We ended up getting HSPs at the main Gold Coast strip though. That was pretty average.
No, dude, remember we were walking past, like, you know, 2 nights in a row, we walked past that. Was it a strip club?
Yeah,
Or-
it was nightclub.
what was
It was
it?
nightclub.
Was it a
yeah.
nightclub?
it's
And each time
nightclub.
you go past, hey, what are you
Yeah.
doing?
So at Gold Coast, outside the nightclubs, they had girls staying outside, trying to bait you inside, but saying, "Oh, come in," and that. But it was so empty because during COVID, or I guess pre-COVID though. So like no one was going inside the actual nightclubs though. And they were asking us to, I guess, order him a HSP as well to bring
HSP?
back. But
It
yeah,
was good though.
Yeah.
Just,
on that day, I think was it you that bought the Krispy Kreme and I bought the churros?
No, I bought churros. I bought
yeah.
churros.
Kevin bought the churros. I bought the Krispy Kreme. We brought it back to the Airbnb. We had that.
And no one ate it.
Yeah. So no one ate the the churros. I ended up putting the churros in the freezer, not the fridge. So the next day, it was all hard and frozen basically. So then no one ate it at all though. But yeah, it wasn't that good though. But yeah, that night as well. Actually, I remember that night as well. Everyone KO'd. Kevin KO'd it pretty early. Michael KO'd.
I came at like at 10 o'clock, bro.
Yeah, Kevin was in the room, KO'd. Michael was on the couch, KO'd. Tang was, I think, in the room. And then me and Sean was like, okay, screw it then. We'll go for a walk around Gold Coast then. So we left the Airbnb. We walked for about, I think, an hour before returning to Airbnb and then sleeping.
so red, man. So red.
Yeah.
That's cooked, bro. Look at it.
So yeah, that was actually the first night in Gold Coast. The second day was, I guess, I enjoyed it though. Wet and Wild though. That place-
We're like, wait,
Yeah.
Oh.
These guys were acting like retards.
We're little
saying-
children. We're little children, man. We're acting like
basically
children.
saying wet and wild and saying aesthetics.
Wait, wah.
Yeah, we were walking around, we're like, oh, aesthetic.
Yeah, so we're seeing random ass stuff. And to be honest though, the rides, it wasn't packed because it was pre-COVID. So we actually got
was
through a lot of the
raining.
rides. It was also raining as well, and it was also windy. So it was a bit cold.
So we
didn't get-
basically chose the worst day to go.
yeah, it wasn't good weather though. So that's why we didn't get to enjoy.
We didn't stay long. We didn't stay long
Yeah,
as well.
we stayed long though. I think we stayed for probably what,
Maybe-
3 hours.
Wait, did we go Wet and
Left
Wild
and
on the
right.
same day as the other one, or we
No,
did
no,
2
no, no.
days?
That was
2
the day
days, yeah?
after.
Okay.
Yeah, so we went wet and wild. We didn't stay for that long. My favorite part of wet and wild was basically the wave pool. What about you guys though?
The wave, the big wave pool. In the
Yeah.
middle.
My favorite part of Went Wild was jumping into the taxi going home.
My favorite part was the one where it sort of spins in a spiral, so you go left, you go like U-shape.
Cone.
That wasn't
Yeah,
even
man,
that wasn't even the actual Wet n
Cone
Wild
thing,
ride.
the
It was like a
cyclone.
roller coaster. It was
What?
zero.
What?
The
No, it wasn't a
cyclone.
roller coaster. No,
You idiot.
the one
Oh,
cycle,
the
so it
water
goes a
one. Oh,
U-shape.
yeah,
It goes like that.
Yeah, all the way around.
Yeah, 'cause-
Back into the
Oh, it was
middle.
pretty good. It was
Yeah,
pretty good.
because remember,
That was pretty
Wet
good.
n Wild had the actual roller coaster one where you get left and right though, where we got strapped on like that though.
Yeah, that was a different one. That was just that's every place
Yeah.
with a theme park has that one.
Yeah, so we went to Wet n Wild. We ended up leaving after I think 2 or 3 hours because it was a bit cold and windy. We ended up walking around the Gold Coast Strip, and then we saw a beach right outside the main Gold Coast Strip. It was packed, but it was still so windy though. Do you know how people were like swimming inside the beach though?
Yeah, no, I was
What
doing
beach
that.
was it?
It was the Gold Coast beach though.
The main strip.
The
Yeah.
one we had like full like big ass waves and everything.
Oh, Surfers Paradise.
The one where you had the
Yeah, Surfers
bird
Paradise.
poo
Surfers
on.
Paradise.
Was it you that
Yeah,
did
yeah,
the,
yeah.
bird
So I
poo?
was just standing there, and then a bird shat on my shoulder.
Oh, he was sitting by yourself.
And I was
and
like-
you're drinking.
Ruined.
Wait.
I was
Think of
like,
what?
you know.
Hey.
How?
Apparently, when a bird poos on your shoulder, that's good luck, man.
It-
Should have bought
apparently it's good luck,
a
though.
lottery ticket. Should have
It
bought a
was
lottery
good luck,
ticket.
bro, because, you know, later
Was it?
on.
Yeah, later on, but it was
Yeah.
for
Oh,
you,
yeah,
for
yeah,
you,
yeah.
but for you.
We'll get to that after though, yeah. But then, yeah, that was the second night at Gold Coast though. So it was Wet n Wild, and then after that we went to the Gold Coast Strip, where we saw a bunch of people surfing. It was actually really windy, and it was actually raining as well. After that though, the next day, it was the third day, we went to Movie World. This day, I went on 0 rides. I'm too scared to go on actual roller coasters and that, so I went on 0 rides though. But
What I don't get is why you went to the Guinness World Record rides in Japan in Fujiku. You went on them multiple times.
it was a different
And
environment
you couldn't do
though.
the Superman escape in Queensland. I don't get it.
It was a
Like,
different
the
environment
one in
though.
Queensland broke records, world records for steepest drop, fastest, fastest acceleration. And then in Queensland, what do you have? Like, the biggest ride in the Southern Hemisphere. What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, but
Anything's
then
the biggest of some of his
Yeah, I was in Japan. I had a different mindset though. Gold Coast, yeah. Honestly, in Gold Coast, I started feeling a bit, I guess, homesick, and also it was
How
during
you
the
feel
time.
homesick? You're still in home.
Nah,
You're still home.
it was during the time where I was like, man, I've been
Oh.
I've been to the gym for a whole week now. I feel like myself though.
Because
So,
you had a
yeah.
routine. You had a
Yeah,
routine.
pretty much,
and then
yeah.
You broke
But
the routine.
I had a routine regarding my diet and also gym, so it felt weird, kind of not going to the gym for a whole week and being off my diet for a whole week. So I didn't feel like going on any rides at all though. But yeah, these guys went on I think majority of the rides though.
Dude, we went on, like, you know, Michael, we went to Green Lantern. We went on, like,
We kept
I think-
repeating that.
who couldn't we find? We went on the Green Lantern to wait for someone. We're
Oh,
like,
it was me. It was me.
yeah,
I sat in the
yeah,
corner.
we got the Green Lantern again.
Because he's like, nah, I'm not going to get rides. I'm going to wait down here. And then we came down, we finished the ride, and he was gone. He's like,
But the
Oh,
lines
it
are so
was
short though.
alright.
So we didn't need
Yeah,
to
it was
wait.
super short lines.
Yeah.
We literally just went and kept going.
Usually-
That's
Yeah.
the only cool thing about going when
During COVID.
it's not
Yeah,
peak hour.
COVID.
Yeah,
But yeah, basically majority of theme parks should be packed though. But since it was during pre-COVID,
Wait,
It
no,
was
what
a-
day did we go on? Was it a
the
weekend?
the
or a
Superman ride was packed though. The
I think it
Superman ride
was.
was packed.
yeah, that one was packed though. But yeah, we went to Movie World. I'm not sure for these guys though, was it fun or not though. For me,
Oh,
I didn't do
To me,
much
it
though.
wasn't worth it. To me, it was.
one ride that was good.
It wasn't any close to the pinnacle of adrenaline.
Fujiku. Oh, okay.
No, Fujiku is good too, but I feel like the last
Wait,
destination for
you
me
need to go
is
to like Six Flags.
the Six Flags. Yeah, the Six
Yeah.
Flags in America.
We'll
The
never get
whole
there, man.
We're gonna
Go to
get
America
where.
next trip, bro.
Best believe we're gonna be there, right? Best believe.
Yeah,
Like,
so
I'd rather save 12k or 15k for America rather than save like
Anyway,
6.
I'd rather do a 12-hour flight to America just to do it, man. Because look, I walk it from America to Canada. That's
Yeah.
all too. And then
I
just
don't
do it
mind
as a
going
trip.
bowling in America, man. That's my goal.
What can I say? Look,
Not
Mr.
professional
International.
bowler, bro.
Mr. International.
Professional bowler. Every trip I go bowling. But
Score 300 points, bro. 300
yeah,
points.
but that was Movie World.
I probably
the
wouldn't
first
go
half.
bowling again since
You're bad at
But
bowling.
any type
though.
of bowling, you know, I
You're
chip,
bad at
I chip
bowling.
my nail.
What do you mean any time?
You know,
There's only one type of
I-
bowling.
You don't
There's
score
only one
well.
time.
You don't score much.
There's only one
You
type of
don't-
bowling.
I don't score much. No lawn bowls, bro. Yeah, I wouldn't do that as well. So yeah, I wouldn't do any type of bowling. You know, I just didn't find it appealing. Like if you know everyone goes bowling, you know,
Yeah.
I'll go with them. But then
But yeah,
I probably wouldn't do that again.
that was the first half of the third day. The second half, we went to the casino in Gold Coast. That's where
Yeah, boy.
that's where everyone lost. Tan and I lost quite a lot. Michael lost. Shine lost. The only person that won was Kevin.
Yeah, boy.
He won.
But did we really win at the
Oh,
end of the
yeah,
night,
yeah,
though?
yeah.
We didn't win.
Yeah, so he won, and then he was like, "Don't worry, boys, dinner's on me." We went to a restaurant inside the casino. It was one of the worst restaurant I've ever been to. It was so bad. We waited, I think, 40 minutes for our pasta
Longer, man.
or whatever we bought though, and then it was so bad.
But the pasta was 50% off, man. And
Yeah,
then it was
it was
already
50% off,
50%
And
off.
it was $30 already. It was so bad. So he ended up paying for everyone. After that, after we ate there, we went back to the
Portion
main
size.
Gold. Yeah,
It was terrible.
yeah, it was a small portion as well. But after we ate there, we went back to the Gold Coast Strip. I ended up getting GYG. I think Kevin got it as well. I think Guzman.
You
Yeah,
got the burrito.
he had the burrito as well. So we got that, and also we ended up drinking again on that day. Shine ended up backing out drinks because he used his card for winning bowling as I'm not drinking that day. So he backed out though. But everyone else drank though. But yeah, that was our third day at Gold Coast. Before I go to the fourth day, another shot though.
Yeah, let's do it.
Another shot though. I'm just nearly done though. Oh man.
So ready. Tom was so ready for that. He's
I was
like,
ready,
yes.
You know, I should take an
That's a whole thing,
antihistamine
Tan.
before drinking.
I'm done the whole thing like that.
Dude,
Do it. Do it.
The whole
What?
thing, I'm
Do you-
done. It's
Do you
like,
not
You got another bottle, right?
you're like
I do.
highlighting in red, Kevin, right now.
No, I reckon the next time, a lot of people they take antihistamine before drinking, like 30 minutes before drinking. So because you know how being red, that's an allergic reaction to alcohol, right? So if you take antihistamine, which is
it's not that bad though being red though.
no, no, no,
not
it's
bad.
just saying though, it's like that's what you take to not
To reduce
get
the
red.
agent, the flash.
Yeah, to battle the Asian flush.
But like,
So I might take it next time, but
yeah, but like
see.
Tanda, he's the one that actually vomits and it gets full like scarred
Yeah,
and
but
everything.
exactly, and
I don't know
that,
about you, but
and
I
that's 3
vomit
days.
almost every time I drink.
Wait,
Almost.
Tan. Pour a bit more, Tan. Come on, Tan.
I saw it.
I love Tan. I finished quite a lot of my bottle then. Look at that.
All right, here.
Oh, look at my bottle.
What the hell is that? How small is that, man?
What do you mean? Look at the size of my cup.
That's huge.
Nah, come on, Tan.
It's a
Look
lot
at
wider
the,
than
look at the
yours.
size. Look at the size of that cup,
Dude,
man. All right?
it's wide. It's a
It's not about the
glass.
size, Tan. I told you so many times, man.
All right, it's not about the size. It's the girth, right? It's the girth. It's not about the
Oh
length, it's
man,
girth.
I'm
What
gonna
did
vomit,
you
man.
talk about,
I'm
bro?
gonna vomit. We're in it
All right,
halfway
cheers.
now. Alright, cheers.
Wait, cheers.
Cheers.
My vodka's not cold anymore. I think I'm gonna put it in the fridge after this.
Oh,
I'll be back.
Rip.
that was bad. Ah.
I found that in my nose though.
Ah. Oh, I have to stream after this as well. I don't think I can. My face is all red.
Just do it, man.
Ah.
Can't get demonetized for being red.
It's actually not that bad so far, the podcast, actually. It's not that bad. I told you,
Sure, he just drunk lock.
the drinks make it more enjoyable though. Imagine being sober though. But I think after, when we get to Tasmania, you'll be more quiet though. Like, Kevin, get back! Hurry up! Kevin!
Oh,
Hurry up!
I could input what I've been doing since you guys were in Tasmania, you know?
Yeah.
No, he's gonna fall asleep.
Kevin, hurry up! Get up!
Continue, bro. I'm here.
If that was me, man, I'd instantly knock out since I lay in the bed.
Continue. I have some
Okay,
input.
fine.
Okay.
So after the third night, where we had after we went to the casino and we had Guzman's, we went to. I actually can't remember what we did.
That.
Yeah, I can't remember what we did during the day though, but I remember what we did at nighttime though. We went to the buffet, but I guess before we go to there though, Does you remember what we did prior to the buffet though? I can't remember.
We
did.
we just chilled. We watched movies. I think that day we went out to have brunch. Was it brunch? No, it was breakfast. So we went to get breakfast. We came back to the Airbnb and then we started drinking because I know I vomited before going out.
Did we?
Yeah.
Prior to the buffet.
We drank.
We did, yeah.
Okay.
We
yeah.
drank to the buffet and I actually
drank so many
I
days.
threw my guts out.
Okay, so apparently Kevin threw up prior to going to the buffet,
I did. I know I did.
but
No,
went
we
to
were
the
coming
buffet.
down before the buffet, yeah.
Yeah,
'cause we
we
walked
walked to
there.
the buffet. I think it was I guess 20-minute walk though to the buffet.
Was it that seafood one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we got there. I think it was $80 per person though. They had oysters, prawns, a bunch
Honestly,
of
it wasn't
seafood.
that bad. It wasn't that bad.
No,
It
to us
wasn't
though,
bad, but the
the
portion
oysters were
size
so
was fine.
small
The
that,
oysters were
like,
small. It's like
the oysters were actually really small. Though. Even though it was all you can eat oysters, it was really small. It wasn't
But
that
I
worth
don't know
it.
what you expect from an all-you-can-eat, bro.
Some places
Yeah, but
could be better.
but some people have all you eat. Like the oysters are decent size. This
Yeah,
is like I'm
this is
talking
really
about like
small though.
microscopic.
Yeah. Everyone had a bunch of oysters and prawns. Michael had zero seafood. He had
So
pizza, he had pasta
He
for
had
$80.
chicken nuggets,
Yeah.
he had pasta,
Chicken nuggets, chips for $80.
Everything else except for the seafood.
Yeah.
roast
Gross.
beef.
For $80, he had no food. But everyone had oysters, prawns, scallops.
Never.
Yeah.
No, I'm not having the seafood ever.
So we ended up walking back as well. Was that day the day where you guys went on the what do you call that?
Yeah,
That-
the slingshot. The
yeah,
slingshot.
the- yeah.
I think Sean and I walked back. We're like, "Hey boys, should we go in the slingshot?" And then like me, I don't know, it was me and Locke and I, and then like we called Tan and
Yeah, I was
Michael.
already.
Yeah,
I was already.
so
I
we
was already.
walked, I
went
don't know
first.
where you guys went, but I think we split off or something. And then we're like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" Like,
No,
You
then
wanna go
I
in
went
the
to get lunch.
slingshot?
I went to get lunch. I had ramen that night by
Who
myself.
was I
and
with
then-
then?
Huh?
I was with Locke then. You were with Shine. No.
I was with
Yeah.
Shine. Yeah.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
with Shine,
yeah,
You were with Shine. I was with Locke.
No, wait, was that a different day then? It wasn't on the same
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
was it?
I think-
no,
Yeah, it was,
Yeah,
it was
different.
probably night.
Yeah, it was
It was
different.
late.
It was different.
very
No,
late.
it was different night though. It was next night though. It was the next night where we all went out to dinner. I guess all of us split up for dinner though. I think
I think, yeah, so I
Kevin
stuck
and
with
Shine
Shine.
has fish and chips. Yeah.
No, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We had
Michael and I had pizza at that Italian restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
The
Tan had
Italian
ramen by
restaurant.
himself though. But
Yeah.
I guess we all split up into 3 groups. After we ate, Kevin was like, "Oh, you guys want to come to the slingshot close to our Airbnb?" It was basically this this machine that slung you up into the air, up, and all the way back
Really
down
high.
though, kind of like a slingshot.
Yeah,
though.
so yeah, it is what it is, a slingshot.
Yeah. So I didn't end up going on there because I'm afraid of heights
Ew.
though. Who went on there though? Was it
Just Shine
Shine.
and Kevin.
Shine and Kevin went on there though? Yeah.
Bruh.
So those 2 went on there. Michael wanted to go though, but Tan told him, say
No,
no.
no, look, no, like I didn't think it was interesting at all, and it wasn't worth. At the end of the day, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
No,
Nah,
no,
bro,
seriously.
I had milk. I had too
Yeah,
much dairy.
let me rephrase this though here.
I was
Tan-
voted though. Dude.
Tan had ramen. After he had ramen for dinner, he got a kebab. Right
Yeah,
after.
exactly.
After the kebab,
Dude,
he had a bubble cup gong cha or something right after as well. So he had 2 large meals plus a large
large
tea.
drink.
Yeah. So after he's like, oh, once he got to the actual slingshot, he was like, nah, I can't do it, boys. I'm too full. So
yeah,
Michael
but
had
you
to
didn't
sit.
want to do it. You should have did it with.
Nah, I'm afraid
Yeah.
of heights though. I'm afraid of heights, so I said no.
No, I'm
Tan
afraid of
though.
projectile and
It
lying
was
there.
scary, but I was willing to do it. With one of you, if you were going to do
No,
it. you should do
It wasn't as scary as you thought it was. Because what did
Yeah.
you think of it, Kevin?
Huh?
Was it really worth it?
No, yeah. The price, to be honest, like, it was a bit expensive though for the price.
What was it? $50 or
50
$25?
Was it 50 per person or 50 for
25,
two?
25.
No, it was more than that. It was
Was
$30 per person.
Yeah, it was
No,
30.
like, honestly, it wasn't that bad. But then I felt like I enjoyed the slingshot more than I enjoyed skydiving. Why? Because the G-force going up.
Yeah,
Because you're going up, and it is a sling, yeah. So you get that slinging
Loose.
motion where
yeah,
it-
up and down.
you
Yeah,
you get that, and then you get pulled back right away, yeah. So that G-force is hitting you all at once. So because you get that slinging motion, and it doesn't only go up back and forth once, yeah. So it goes until it reaches equilibrium, yeah. So it goes back to normal.
yeah.
So because you go back and forth so many times, I felt like that was a lot more worth than skydiving. Like $30, I wouldn't mind, but I wouldn't pay for the video, obviously.
Oh yeah, I guess fair enough though. Yeah,
But then, like, was it the best idea doing that after we ate? Probably not. But like, Shadow, like, we're not gonna come back here. So
Yeah.
if we're gonna do it, we'll do it now.
Oh wait, guys, it wasn't recording.
What?
Well, it was
Trolling.
recording, right? He's trolling.
Trolling.
Okay, so
Nice
that
try,
was
Marco,
actually the
fine.
last day we had in Gold Coast, though. After that, that's when we all packed our bags, head to the airport, and then we all flew back to Melbourne. This is where we all parted the ways, though. Tan and Shine parted the ways because they didn't want to come to Tasmania. It was only Kevin, Michael, and me.
Hey, well,
They were
I had
Tasmania.
I had a job to start. All right.
Yeah, so Tan had a new
Couldn't.
job that started. So
Or
Tan, do you
you
want to explain it, Tan?
the boys.
Tan, do you want to say it, Tan? Do you want to say your job then? Go. What
I
happened,
don't say
Tan?
what my job.
It works
Yeah,
as
yeah,
a
yeah,
janitor.
yeah.
So what
Yeah,
happened, though?
Yeah, I just started work, so I did my training and stuff like that. And if I didn't start now, then I probably wouldn't have a job now.
But
Yeah.
I'll
Because
have you guys know.
this started-
Charlie
this-
was
that's-
casted in Chemist Warehouse.
I started my job before pre-COVID, yeah, and then
Yeah.
I was the last group to do training. If I didn't join on that day and I extended for about a week just to go trip for Tasmania, I wouldn't have a job.
Yeah, so basically he had to go back for his job, and Shine also had his employment as well during that time, so he couldn't take that day off as well, though. So it was
Yeah,
only
Charlie's a
Kevin.
doctor, bro. He needs to save lives.
So it was only Kevin, Michael, and I that went to Tasmania. So I guess us two we'll be talking about what happened there. So once we go back to the airport, yeah. So Tan's gonna go there. So once we go back to the airport, though, Shine and Tan said goodbye to us. Well, us three sat at the actual airport for I think 2 hours for our flight from Melbourne towards Tasmania, though.
Yeah.
So we sat there doing nothing for about 3 hours. We ate, I think, Macca's again before flying to Tasmania, though. So once we got to Tasmania, we got to our Airbnb. Okay,
That
so
was scary,
so
man.
this was my fault, though. I
It
thought
was scary.
we had the house to ourselves, though. But apparently, I booked a separate, I guess, room.
We had
So,
to be quiet.
Yeah, so it was actually our Airbnb was basically a room connected to the family's house,
It
who
a
was
shared
currently
house.
living there. So
Yeah,
basically,
but you know what? Though it was really nice. Though.
yeah.
It
So
was nice.
So
yeah.
basically, it was basically a family house that had an extension that had a small room at the back, which we lived in. And it was, even though it was really nice though, it felt weird staying there because we couldn't be allowed.
You didn't know how loud we could be because there's a door there connected to the main.
Yeah,
main
so
part of
there's
their
a door.
house.
Yeah, so there's a door that connected the main family's house area to our area though, and legit we could hear the kids laughing next to us.
Bit scary.
So it felt weird, but the room was nice. Everything was nice as
You know
well.
what? Best the shower. You know the shower?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
really?
shower was really nice. It was actually one
It
of the
felt
modern
like
ones.
one from the hotel where it comes like it's a massive shower.
It's like a
That-
rain. It's like a rainfall basically.
If you were to build a house, that's something you would want in your your ensuite some shit. Cause
Like,
like
guys, before we continue the story of Tasmania, I think we take a shot.
no,
Ah.
I
Wait, wait. I'm done with my one though. Give me like after this story, okay, son?
I'll start pouring my one. Then. I'll
But
pour
yeah,
into one as well.
we got to Airbnb. It wasn't what we thought it would be. It was my
You
fault
know,
as well.
I wanted to jump on the trampoline, but
Alright.
Yeah.
It wasn't that rowdy.
It was
three of
nice
us.
though, but luckily it was in us three there. I reckon it was 5 of us there. It
Yeah,
wouldn't be that
nah, it
great
would've
though
been
because it'd be
big
too loud
corporate.
though. But we were already feeling a bit like quiet though. So once we got there, we kicked back for a bit before heading out to dinner though. We went to a pub area. So Kevin,
Was that, the
Michael,
one,
Jim,
was that the one that my friend recommended? We went to that state. The Cock and
yeah.
Ball one?
So
Yeah.
Michael's friend recommended this place called
Cock and Ball.
no, Cock and
was.
Cock and Bull was
Oh.
Kaz, Michael. It was ball and chain. It was similar,
Oh,
Michael.
Ball, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it was ball and chain.
bro, your favorite.
Yeah. So
Hell.
this place called Boy and Chain, it had unlimited salad.
Your favorite, mate.
Yeah, so we had unlimited salad though. So Kevin and I had salad, like salad pasta, normal salad, a
Do
bunch
you
of
have the
stuff.
photos of the food? You do.
Nah, I don't have it though.
No,
but-
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
But yeah, we had the food there. I actually really enjoyed the food there though. It was actually pretty nice. I had
No, yeah, the food was mad,
yeah,
bro.
Kevin and I shared I think a 2 people meat platter. It was actually really nice though. It was good. After we ate there, we went walking around the pier to I guess take photos because Kevin wanted yeah, Kevin wanted to take photos at the pier. So we walked around Tasmania at the main area. We took photos in there. It was a bit dark though, but if I have any photos, I'll upload it on the video though. Okay. After that, we head back to the Airbnb. Before I say this though, once we arrived in Tasmania, we all hired a car though. So we all hired a car.
We had the biggest trouble finding the car though. Remember? It was parked in like the wrong spot.
Yeah, apparently they gave us the parking spot where the car was parked, but it wasn't correct though.
It was like from another company. They're like, oh,
Yeah,
that's
pretty
not
much.
us, bro.
And then we got the car, we drove to Airbnb and everything, and then we ate there. After we ate at the Hobart, we ended up driving to Mount Wellington. This night, it was cold. Yeah, it was cold.
Dude.
It was really high up though. Like the drive up to Mount Wellington was, I think, a 40 minutes drive up to the top. Once we hit the peak, it was misty, foggy. We couldn't see a single thing. It was cold as well. I reckon it's probably negative. Yeah, it's probably negative.
There was no snow.
It was not negative, bro.
No, it was cold.
You would have seen frost.
I
It was
couldn't
not
see a
negative.
single thing that it was so
It
cold.
was around like 3 or 5 degrees, but it was not negative.
It was
We were-
cold.
We weren't wearing the right things. Okay?
Yeah.
I was wearing the hoodie.
I had a crew neck jumper, but it was so cold up top.
But
'cause
Michael,
it was
was
so
this
high up.
before you got your jacket?
Yeah, before, yeah.
It was freezing, man.
Yeah, so it was so cold. We're at the top of Mount Wellington. Kev took a few photos before going a bit down.
We didn't take anything. Oh, at the bottom, halfway
yeah.
in the mountain, we took photos.
Still halfway.
Yeah, I took photos.
Yeah. But yeah, it was so cold. We took a few photos up top before calling it a night for the whole night though. But yeah, that was the first night in Tasmania. Before we go to the second day of Tasmania, another shot then. I'm gonna go get my drink though. Oh man, I'm
Same.
feeling it hard.
Oh,
This is my second bottle, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, well, it's because you drank the previous bottle.
yeah.
Alcoholic.
30% only though. You hear that crack?
Do
Oh,
not smell. Do not
Oh,
smell it.
man.
Man. It's not the worst thing you can do.
yeah, Tan. Green apple.
Let's smell up though, man. Oh my god.
Hey,
What do you
how
mean
about you
30%?
do it? You do it first, and I'll join you later.
I'll do.
No, Tan. It's together. Remember, we're all in this together.
Oh, man.
I took a piss to it, man. Wait, has anyone broke the seal yet? Has
I
anyone
already
broke the seal yet?
I already broke the seal just before when you guys.
Ah,
were
Tan,
doing
you
the Tasmania
dogged it.
Yeah, that's where I
Oh.
went.
We're supposed to be crossing swords time.
What the fuck?
one. We crossed. Wait,
I'm
DK
not
Dragonite.
signed up for this.
Dragonite.
Yes,
Dragonite.
No.
She's, hey, look, I'll tell you what's happening. So she's like, look, what is this? You didn't even close your Pornhub tab.
Yeah, look at the concern on his face.
Fucking
Is that
close it
it's like,
next time, you idiot. I
it's
don't
like,
want to
I
fucking...
know me, man. It was.
You close your
most-
hotspot
I'm
next
sorry,
time.
Mum, I'm
It was
sorry.
really dead. It was me like his dad's. I
You
was
know, I can
screaming
get
at
that
man.
bestiality shit out of here.
Let's go, let's go. She said, keep drinking. Let's
Did
go.
she actually? Oh, what did she say?
She said that your reggio is overdue.
Huh?
Your reggio is overdue.
Don't
I-
you get a letter anyway saying it?
No, you don't. You don't always get. Remember, the letter is a courtesy letter. Yeah,
I always
if-
get it.
it's up to you to remember when your reg is due. Yeah, if your reg is expired, yeah, then it's your obligation to know. It's basically the
But-
same when you're paying your insurance.
But
and
I
whatnot.
always get a letter. I've always
You
gotten
do.
a letter.
Have you called it right now, Lo?
They will always send it 8 weeks before the renewal letter, but
Yeah.
Have you
at the end of
called
the
it?
day, if it's lost in the
That one's
mail and stuff like
blurry
that,
as. Do you want to
as long
rejoin
as it's
quickly?
sent,
You're one super blurry, Lo.
then that's all the obligation
I'm
is
recording though,
required.
so mine's fine.
The hell? Wait, oh.
Okay, screw
Yeah,
it.
super blurry.
Screw it.
Yeah,
Let's
you
go.
guys are blurry. Time's blurry now. What the heck?
Everyone's blurry. Everyone's blurry.
Well, I'm back.
Wait, bro.
Is there a platform you can use so
I think it's because Kevin.
That's the hell? Tasman's fine now. Wait. What if you don't leave, but then you turn off and turn on the
Reset.
camera?
No. No.
No.
What platform can you use? What platform can you use in order for?
Who
Hell
cares,
no.
man? Who cares, man?
So, get up.
Okay, cheers.
Nah, this is the best one I reckon. I think we're just maybe someone else has to host. I don't know, but it should be.
No, it's not about
insane.
hosting, Michael. It's about your connection.
Alright.
Cheers.
Hey. So everyone cheers towards the camera, okay? Cheers.
Alright, cheers.
Cheers.
You can see my face.
Oh, that was bad. Green apple.
Oh,
Well, Michael, real Michael.
Hmm?
Green apple.
Why'd you? What is that? I've never seen
It's so
that.
bad, green apple.
Why'd you get that? Why don't you just have the lime one, Eli?
Oh man, I don't think I can continue.
oh god.
I don't think I can continue this podcast.
Do another
Shot
one.
block.
Someone else dictate it, man. Or Trojan.
Michael, dictate it.
No,
Dictate
here.
Water, man.
I don't remember. I'm not in this story, mate.
Kevin.
So,
Remember when
I
we
wanna
went
ask
to Mount
questions about
Wellington time? Remember
I want
that?
to ask. I want to ask questions about it though.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, wait.
You have to continue the story for me to
Wait,
question.
Kevin, there. Look at the link.
Dude,
I
It was.
sent
It
you
was.
there.
It was the whole day where.
Fine,
Locke was
fine,
so
yeah.
salty.
Yeah.
I want to know. I want to know the question. Why were you
Yes.
salty? Because I heard it from them.
Yes, fine. So
Come here.
after the
Iterate,
first day,
iterate.
so after we ate dinner at Ball and Chain, we went to Mount Wellington. After all that, it was the second day.
It was
We
funny
went
because
to
left
Bruny
Locke
Island.
there,
Yeah.
Left Locke in the car by himself. And
No. We went to Bruny Island though. So basically, it was a 2-hour drive towards Bruny Island though. I was driving. The funny part was that I missed a turn. After I missed the turn, I had to U-turn back, went to the ferry because basically to get to
I
Bruny.
was driving.
No, I was driving though. Yeah.
I was driving. No,
No.
You're navigating. You're navigating me.
No.
I
Oh.
was driving. Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Oh yeah.
I drove onto the ferry. I drove
Yeah,
onto the
no.
ferry.
Michael was driving. Yeah. My bad. Michael was driving. I was navigating though. I didn't tell Michael to turn correctly. After 20 minutes, I realized that we missed the turn though.
The wrong way.
So we had to turn back. We got to the ferry though. So Bruny Island, you have to take a ferry from Tasmania towards this small island called Bruny Island though.
Car, yeah.
So basically, the ferry comes every half an
I
hour.
think you mean from Hobart.
Oh yeah,
to
from
Bruny
Hobart
Island.
towards Bruny
Tasmania
Island
is the
though.
whole state.
Yeah, my bad. But we had to take a ferry from Hobart towards Bruny Island. It comes every half an hour though, except for lunchtime. That comes every hour and a half. That one break though. So because of me missing that turn, it caused us to come at the exactly same time as lunchtime. We sat there for one and a half hours doing nothing before the ferry came.
Yeah.
So we sat there doing nothing but 1.5 hours before driving the car onto the ferry. We got on the ferry. It took about, I think, 20 minutes on the ferry before we got off the ferry, driving down towards Bruny Island. We stopped by this place that had oysters.
You know what's fucked up, bro? Michael doesn't eat seafood.
Yeah, so it was only Kevin and I that had oysters. We ended up having
We have photos of the oysters, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, the oysters look mad. I remember seeing that photo.
Yeah, we had 2 dozen. So
They had panko crumb oysters, and then they had an Asian fusion, right? So it was panko crumb oysters in you know the nukmamwok, so sweet fish sauce,
yeah,
sweet fish sauce, and vermicelli noodles.
yeah.
In that fucking one oyster.
It was actually pretty
shell.
unique though. Like
Yeah.
I think we ordered 1 natural dozen, and then
Yeah.
2 of the mixed dozen, which
We
had
kept
the
eating it up, bro. We kept eating it up.
yeah. So we had 2 dozens of the mixed ones, which included the sweet fish sauce one there. In
Yeah,
there as
I
well.
remember when I told my mum about the oysters. Yeah, she's like, "Oh, panko crumb. What do you make them?" Like, bro, you expect oysters?
But yeah, we ended up driving around Bruny Island. We took a few photos though. I'm not sure.
Which
Was
you
that
will see some.
was that
It's
the one?
where you have the water on both sides, and
Yeah,
then the,
was that one
in the
though?
We
middle.
were up on the mountain. On
Yeah.
The hill.
That's when I
So-
dropped my, I dropped my crystal ball there.
yeah. So it was this nice scenery where if you stood at the top of the peak, left side you saw,
You see the
A
whole
beach?
island basically.
and the right side you saw a
you,
beach too.
you guys will see a photo because Locke's gonna
Yeah.
Locke's gonna show you
So
a photo.
basically, you
that I
see
took.
2 sides of this really nice split though. It's actually really nice though. But yeah, I'll show you guys there. After that, we ended up driving back, heading back to the Airbnb. We sat around for I think a few hours before going out to dinner. We ended up going to a place called Urban Greek. It was basically Greek food. I ordered a nice
That's pretty good, bro.
yeah. I ordered a dish that sounded really nice. It ended up being lasagna. I remember it was just basically lasagna.
Yeah, and then Michael and I got like this platter to share, yeah, the platter for 2. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was mad.
And I
I
remember,
remember.
I remember ordered
No, I got photos of it. We
Yeah.
can upload it.
but yeah, after we ordered that as well. Actually, was it that day or was it the day after where Michael ended up buying a Kathmandu jacket?
It was the next day. It was the next
yeah.
day.
So next day, prior to going, because basically it was cold in Tasmania. So prior to actually going to our next I guess our next
good
area. We end up going to the shops first, where Michael
That
bought.
mountain.
Yeah, where Michael bought a Kathmandu jacket.
Just preparing to take photos with Kevin,
Yeah,
man.
apparently
Going on
he-
the mountain.
Yeah, so he bought a Kathmandu jacket, and me myself was like, Kathmandu, that's white people trash.
No, no, no. When you were Catman, dude, hey, your mum really right though, pussy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Poor.
I was like, Kathmandu, that's cheap crap.
Like,
I'm gonna spend money on North Face.
No,
I ended up buying a
fine.
jacket for North Face, which I only wore once.
wait,
yeah.
tell you what's worse. He gave it to his mum.
What the heck?
yeah,
You gave it to your mum?
yeah, I did.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because I was like, Mum, you can have it though. So we ended up buying jackets. We ended up going to a place called, I guess, Russell Falls, and
nice.
also
I like
Horseshoe
that.
Falls as well. Yeah,
That was
I have a
good.
few photos of that, but it's basically a nice small waterfall that actually looks really nice though. It was I think an hour drive, but yeah, we drove there.
It was a long
We took a
time,
few
man.
photos.
Dude, remember when I jumped over the barrier? You know
Oh,
how
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a barrier? I jumped
So-
over the barrier.
You may have known- yeah.
I mean, this couple was like the saltiest people. I'm like, bro, why are you glaring at me?
Well,
Like, I'm not
yeah.
even in your shot. I'm
Any
not even in your
respectable
shot.
people would not jump over the fence where they're like no climbing over. Kevin climbs over the fence, stands right in the middle of where the waterfall is, takes a
No, no,
photo
no.
of it.
Alright, let's say this is the waterfall, right? This is where the shot was. They took a photo from here onwards to the shot. I was here, yeah? So I wasn't even in
Nah.
the photo.
Kevin jumped over the fence,
See,
stood
you're
right in the middle of the waterfall.
You're right in the middle.
Yeah.
You're squatting. You're like your legs spread apart.
Yeah.
Actually.
If I have a photo, I'll show you the photo though.
I
But
got a mad photo of it. I'll have luck to upload it, but then please follow me on Instagram. I got a mad photo from it. Like everyone I show the photos to, they're like, "Oh, Larry, that's a bad shot." Like I'll show you the photo, but like it was
Yeah.
well worth getting glared at.
and then also Michael took a few photos behind a tree as well. That was creepy
You
ass.
remember that, Michael? The creeper photo?
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that photo though, we ended up going towards Gordon Dam. That was I think an hour and a half drive from where we were.
Yeah, Michael
I
drove.
remember,
Bro.
yeah,
Like,
Michael
thank God.
drove. Kevin and I KO'd on the trip though. Legit, we
Damn,
KO'd
dude.
though.
Dude,
Yeah,
that was yeah. You guys asleep the whole. Dude, that was a bad drive. I thought I was gonna die.
yeah. So basically, Michael drove. Kevin and I slept throughout the whole trip. Once we got there though, I got out of the car. I went towards the dam. I looked down. We were so high up. I was like, nope. I went back to the car after. I sat in the car. While
You know,
Kevin
I
and Michael
wouldn't be there.
took
You're
photos
like,
around the whole
nope.
car though. I was like, nope, I'm gonna go down there.
Dude, that drive was mad. I want to do that again.
Yeah,
That was a long
so
drive.
after-
What? There's a lake coming by, and I'm like, where? And then we stopped. We went to stop by the lake on the way
Man,
back.
as if you guys did a company for Michael for the drive and you're sleeping.
Nah,
Don't
legit,
sleep,
man.
you know.
We
It
KO'd, man.
would have been like a good just transition up, man.
Nah, we
Nah, it wasn't-
KO'd.
I
man.
love road trips.
It was a really long drive time.
It was a long drive though. Like
Extremely long.
it was quiet and long, and we were tired as well. But yeah, after Gordon Dam though, we went back to the Airbnb. It was still early for dinner though, so we ended up watching a movie. Mike and I watched a movie before we went out for dinner though. I actually
I'm
forgot
pretty
where
sure
we
I slept. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I slept.
I forgot where we went for dinner though. I actually can't remember where we went though. But after dinner though, I was like, I'm not going back to Mount Wellington though. Screw that.
Yeah, but
At
we
that
went
time,
there.
I ended up being pretty pissed off though. I ended up saying, "I'm not going though." So Kevin, it was only Kevin and Michael going
Yeah,
towards.
you know why? Because they
No.
ran out of toilet
Those
paper.
are the toilet paper at the place to stay.
Yeah, so basically we got to our Airbnb and then there's only 2 toilet rolls there. Me, being a person who uses a lot of toilet paper, used it all in the first 2 nights though. So after I was like, yeah. So after dinner, we went to Woolies to get toilet paper. This was during the peak, or I guess just before the peak of COVID. There was 0
Panic
toilet
buying.
paper. Yeah.
Panic buying.
Yeah, panic buying
COVID-19.
basically. Yeah. So there was there was 0 toilet paper then. Luckily, the owner of the house was still there. He gave us 1 roll. 1.
Dude, he's so fucking... What
Yeah.
a cheap cunt, bro.
Yeah, he gave us 1 roll, and after that, I was like, okay, screw that then. I'm not leaving the house then. I'm pissed off as well, so I'm not leaving the house. So it was only Kevin
Yeah,
and Michael.
no. Lock was like, fuck you, fuck your cow, fuck you, whatever.
Pretty much.
I'm done with you. I'm done with you guys, bro.
Yeah, so I was just in the house by myself, while Kevin and Michael went back to Mount Wellington for more photos though. But yeah, that
Which was
basically-
good.
Yeah,
It was super windy still though, but you know, it was just
That was cold as
sacrifice.
heck, bro.
It was a sacrifice. I had the jacket then. That's when I got the jacket.
Yeah.
It was actually so good.
yeah, but that was basically the third and basically the final night. The next day, our flight was late. Was late in the day. Was late in the night though. So we ended up going to a place. Actually, no, Kevin woke up
Tesla
early though.
pavement.
Actually, yeah, Kevin and Michael woke up early to go to a. Where'd you guys go?
Tesla the pavement.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah.
I do have photos of that, which will be linked.
yeah,
was
so
interesting.
Which will also what do you call it?
yeah, so
You
I
know,
was
I didn't
basically
know
still
that was
sleeping. Yeah,
possible.
I was still sleeping during that time though, because I couldn't be bothered waking up at I think 8 o'clock in the morning or like 7 in the morning though. So it was only Kevin and Michael that
Wait,
went
which
there.
day do we have scallop pies? I can't remember.
That was
Yeah,
Scallop
it was that day.
pies.
Yeah.
Is that-
Scallop
So
pies.
it was that day as well though. So after they took
I haven't
photos
picked up
though,
scallop pies
Was
one
it?
time if you want to say it.
Yeah,
What,
it was,
scallop pies?
yeah,
That was that, man. That sounds so delicious.
yeah.
Tom,
So
your
the
camera's out of
pies were
focus.
good, They were good.
Your camera's
it's
out
not
of focus.
focused on.
Cover your camera, Tom. Cover your camera.
Or rejoin.
No. I think he just needs to refocus it.
Okay, just do that. It turns it off and back on.
Yeah,
it's
there you go.
fine. Yeah, so after they went to the tessellated
Was that the same
pavements.
day?
Yeah,
No,
it was.
You
Yeah.
stayed at home that day.
No, after you guys came back though, it was still early in the morning though.
Oh,
After that,
yeah.
though, we all packed up our stuff because we were leaving though. So we left all our luggage in the car. We drove to Hobart, the main Hobart city. We all got scallop pies though. One, it was so expensive. It was like $9 a pie. $9 for a pie though. It was
Pie
good
shop.
because it
How
had a
big
lot
was the
of.
pie?
It's a pie shop.
It was normal
It's
pie though,
massive.
but it had a
It's
lot
a
of
normal
stuff.
pie,
so-
bro.
Yeah.
No,
It's
it was
normal pie.
massive. They were big, man. They were bigger.
Was it?
They were bigger than normal.
I guess so, but it had a lot of scallops though. But for me, it was okay. We had that.
Is it like scallops? Like scallops?
Yeah,
Scallops?
actual scallops
Oh.
inside though. It was scallops and curry gravy though. Yeah, so we had that. After we had that though, we ended up. What did we do after? I think we went around the shopping centre. We kicked around for a bit. Actually, no.
Didn't we go to that?
Yeah, we went to
that restaurant
No.
near the coast.
That was after though. We went to this place we had a long as beach. We walked all the way down to the end, and then after that, I think you ran back alone, Michael. And it was then me and Kevin walking back alone though. Remember?
I don't remember.
Oh, this is the long ass walk.
Yeah,
'Cause I wanted
it was
to
a really
photo,
long
but
walk
then
though. Yeah.
The tide wasn't in my favor.
It was
so I
low
couldn't get a
tide.
good photo. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was low tide.
It was
And-
outside.
If you were to wait for high tide, we would have missed the flight. So
Wait.
It was
when-
one Michael.
when
Yeah.
When did we go to that beach? Remember that we went
Yeah,
to that beach?
yeah, it was that
the
one,
one?
Michael. The one where we walked for I think half an hour, Michael, or 20
And
minutes,
we saw
Michael.
those two girls in the car that we parked next
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
correct.
sure you did see those two girls.
I'm sure
Yeah.
you remember that.
Yeah, so we got to the place, like kind of this beach area, where we had to walk half an hour towards this area where there was actually nice photos there. Except
Broken fence.
Yeah. it's like a broken fence photo though, where the water was too low to take photos though.
I
If
wish
we-
I do have that photo of that, but I'm pretty sure it would have turned out alright if
Yeah,
it was high
If we
tide.
said that for a bit longer though, the tides would have been a bit higher though, where we would have been able to take more photos though, but we couldn't stay for that long though. So after that day, we had dinner at Hobart at this seafood restaurant though. Michael got a steak, while Kevin and I had more oysters though. Like
Hey,
we'll-
which day was it, Lock, that we sat in the car park in KFC? Which day was?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that was
That was after
after.
we came back, wasn't it? From,
Yeah.
the long,
No,
the,
That was after.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was in the morning
the
though.
jam?
Yeah. So we were like, oh, we should have
I think that's when
KFC.
they KFC started introducing their no dining. Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
the weird thing was that this was just before COVID though. So on the exact day when we woke up though, the usual like there is no more dining at all. So zero dining for any restaurants though. So we got to KFC and they're like, oh, sorry guys, zero dining. So we had to buy the food to KFC, sit in the car while eating it though. But yeah, that was during lunchtime though. But yeah, at dinner though, we went to a seafood restaurant. They had a happy hour of $2 oysters though. So Kevin and I went ham on oysters, and we had I think 7 oysters during during dinner though.
we do have photos of.
Yeah, it was actually so good though. Like having
so much.
oysters.
They just kept eating oysters.
I love
in
oysters, man.
Tasmania.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what I missed out on for sure.
That's why Michael
That's all
uses
they
as.
ate. That's all they ate there.
It's so good
That's
though.
That's all I would have
We
ate.
went to a
That's all I
restaurant,
would have ate as
The
well.
only non-seafood thing was a steak.
Pretty much,
Oh
man.
my-
Like that restaurant was basically a seafood restaurant. Michael
That's
ordered a
really
steak.
Yeah. That's gonna be like a deal every time you're like, we're going to the seafood restaurant. Are you going
Yeah,
with
well,
Michael? I'm like,
why wouldn't you,
know what,
though?
let's go.
Yeah, Tasmania is known for the seafood there because they're actually so close to like
Every
their
place.
ports. Yeah, but Michael can't eat seafood though, so we had to compromise and
It's
get
not like he
steak. for it.
can't eat seafood. He doesn't want to eat seafood. He doesn't like eating
true,
it.
I
true.
don't like it. I'm not allergic. I just don't like the taste.
Yeah,
Gross.
but basically we finished off our dinner there at the seafood restaurant before going back to the airport. Once we got to the airport though, the thing about Hobart Airport is that it's actually so small. We got there early. We dropped off the car for the one that we rented though, and we sat there for I think 2-3 hours waiting at the airport.
The plane
Though.
was late. They were
Yeah.
late.
It was late as well, and also it's actually a small as airport, so it wasn't that great sitting there doing nothing.
There was no one there though, so it was alright.
Yeah, it was actually empty as well. It's actually really empty the airport.
We
After that-
got it on the last flight.
Yeah, basically it was 11
I
o'clock
remember.
flight though, 11:15 or 11 o'clock
It was
flight.
very late.
Yeah, we ended up waiting for I think 2-3 hours before flying back to Melbourne. And that's basically where we all split up though. I went back with my parents, and Michael got picked up by his parents. So as Kevin got picked up by his sister though. But
Hey.
that's basically the whole trip that we went though. Cairns, Gold Coast, Tasmania. Honestly though, for me, Gold Coast was the least memorable though. Like I remember,
Yeah, I reckon.
yeah,
I
like
reckon.
I remember
Cairns is more
Cairns more. I remember Cairns and Tasmania though. Gold Coast was I guess kind of like a blur for me though.
Was
I remember a lot
because you
about
were
Gold
angry lock.
Huh?
Yeah.
But I believe we take a shot before we do questions
Yeah, wait,
and
yeah.
reviews.
For me, Tasmania, even though I was pissed there, I actually really enjoyed it though. I
You
actually
didn't
really
want to do
Tasmania.
anything. You're like,
Yeah,
I'm fucking
yeah.
mad.
I was pissed during the whole trip though, but I enjoyed the whole trip though. To be honest,
me,
though.
me and Kevin were
Hey,
like,
but I remember you iterating to me that you were like, oh, you wouldn't have minded if the trip ended in Gold Coast.
Yeah,
And,
pretty much
and
so.
it's-
And also, one thing is that in Tasmania, the roads were so weird though. They had like
I was.
4 lanes
It was like,
going
yeah.
together.
It was one street going one way, and
Yeah.
if you want to turn around, you can't turn around in that one street. You
Yeah,
have to go, like,
There was
right,
no
and then
way
go
to turn
another block.
around.
You have to go around the whole block.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like grid. It's grid then.
Yeah,
Remember,
pretty much.
Melbourne is different from anyone else.
Yeah,
Any other
It was
state.
like a grid though, except the grid wasn't like Melbourne though, where there's 2 ways at that time. It was like all
No.
straight.
Remember, Melbourne is different from any other state. So if you drive in New South Wales, Queensland, and stuff like that, you only go one direction. If you screw up, then you basically go in the one direction around the loop
Yeah,
again.
pretty much
Whereas
so.
Melbourne, if you make a mistake, you can always U-turn.
And also
Yeah.
that car, the car that we
That was terrible
rented,
car.
it sucked, man. It was so weak.
They're like,
it was-
oh, we upgraded you from a sedan
Yeah.
to a 4-wheel drive.
They said
No
that, oh,
acceleration.
Yeah, they said, "Oh, don't worry, guys. We upgraded you from this sedan to a 4-wheel drive." Yes, it just sucks so badly.
Shit.
What a 4-wheel drive, no horsepower.
There was
It
0
was-
horsepower. It was just
It
so
was a
bad.
4-drive Mitsubishi, but I can't remember what one it was.
Yeah, it was bad though.
It had no power. Like, we're going up the mountain, and it's just like you're full.
Time,
I think this is time for a
Nice.
shot, boys.
Acceleration.
time.
Nothing.
Time for a shot.
Kevin, wake up, you dog.
Huh?
Oh,
He's dead.
oh
Kevin,
man.
wake up.
Why?
Whew.
What do you mean?
Kevin,
you know
get
what?
up.
Kevin's done. Don't give him a shot. He's done.
Nah, Kevin, we're all in this. Nah, I'm gonna copyright man.
Nah. Kevin's done. Don't give Kevin another one.
Just let me skip one. Just let me skip
Get-
one.
Ah,
get
you
a
talk.
sleep.
Come on,
Get out of bed.
Kevin.
You don't have to have one.
I think this is the last. Actually,
Get out of bed.
this is the second last one before we finish though. Kevin, come on. Come on, Kevin. Yellow word, come on. This is the pilot one, the pilot podcast, the first one. And also, guys, we plan to name the podcast 7 Spare. Because basically, majority of us use the 7 ball during bowling though. And majority of us
What?
had spares during the first bowl. Like, no one got,
Yep.
like here.
No one got a strike,
No,
to be
yeah. All of us got 7 pins down.
I
Majority
got
of the
a ball.
time. Yeah, so all of us got 7 pins down, and then we all of us got spares after that though, basically. So I guess we might name the podcast 7 Spare though. So yeah, for now though. But cheers, Kevin.
Cheers.
Kevin, Paul.
Give me a
Wait.
Oh, yeah, I
Paul.
feel it. Actually, you guys go without me. Legit.
Fine.
Leave Kevin.
Alright,
Leave Kevin alone.
Alright.
Right,
Cheers.
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 Oh man, I don't feel too good, bro.
That green apple is bad.
Yeah, no, leave Kevin alone. He's done.
But yeah, that was basically our trip though. Like Michael, start with you first, Michael. Out of everything we did, Michael, what was your favorite part though? And out of all the 3 places we went to, what was your favorite place you went to? Okay, wait. What did you remember the most though throughout the whole trip?
Tasmania, because me and Kevin actually went, like, we did like hour-long drives to places, and we were taking photos. Like, it was actually like it was intense.
It was memorable.
The bad weather, like it was like a mission. Like we were like out there to do something. We had to fight the weather. Like,
Okay. So Michael, out of the whole trip, Michael, what did you remember the most though? So Tasmania was the place that you remembered though, but throughout the whole trip though, what was the most the thing that you actually remember the most though?
Bowling.
No, we're not bowling. Dude, no, the beaches were pretty fucking good though.
At Cairns,
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Cairns.
You fucking pervert.
Dude, the beaches here, it's not nothing like that. Like the water was warm there. It's like you go into a bar.
Yeah. The water at the beaches were actually so warm though.
I've never had that before. It's crazy.
But remember, the Cairns was actually pretty hot though. Like it was probably average around 31 to 33.
Yeah, but
30
normally
degrees, though.
I don't like going to the beach because it's like cold. You go into the water. I mean, even during summer, you go to the water, you go to the beach here, and the water's cold still.
Yeah,
like that's why you go
that's
there.
Melbourne,
it's
though.
like
That's
the water's
Melbourne.
warm. Go to the beach is warm. The water's warm.
So, Tan, what were you, Tan, throughout the whole trip? One
No.
is the place that you enjoyed, and 2 was the memory, the one that you remember the most, though.
I think I remember Cairns, but for some reason I always harken back to to eating in
Cairns.
the pasta place.
Oh
That was Cairns. I know that was Cairns.
Yeah, it was.
And I don't know. It was just enjoyable for the price it was as well. And I think it was just something that I remember being. You know, we just sort of sat around, had a bit of conversation. The food was similarly enjoyable and stuff like that. Most other foods was like we either had it or something like that, or we could always get it anywhere else, or like it was like not enjoyable. But I think I counteracted to the fact that we went to Gold Coast and I felt like we absolutely got robbed for that. That pasta was the worst pasta of my life, man. It was not worth the money.
That was Gold Coast, though. Yeah, that was Gold
but
Coast at the casino, though. Yeah,
but it solidified the thought of when Cairns was a good idea to have that because it was a good price, had a decent portion as well too. And I think most of us didn't finish it.
Yeah.
as well.
That's one thing as well, is that when we actually travelled to these places though, for me, it felt weird though, is that once I saw Coles, Woolies and Kmart
That's right.
at Cairns, I was like, this feels weird though, like, it doesn't feel like a holiday though, because...
We never left. Pretty much never left.
Basically, because we have
Same thing.
all that in Melbourne though, so it felt weird seeing Woolies, Coles, Kmart still in Cairns and Gold Coast though.
And being able to speak the language as well.
Yeah, pretty much though. Like, yeah. Basically, it felt like we're still in Australia though, which we were though. But yeah. So for me though, my place I enjoyed the most was probably Cairns though. I love Cairns a lot. I wish we actually swam in the pool, in the Cairns public pool though. But except we didn't swim there though. But I actually really enjoyed that area. The weather was hot, but it was nice. My favorite thing in Cairns was that night that we all drank in the Airbnb though. Like we all drank, we all watched movies there. Kevin KO'd. Overall, it was a good night though.
Speaking of KO, I'm pretty sure he's KO right now.
And now, Kevin, hello. Okay, so I guess we had to skip a
It wouldn't
Kevin.
be a podcast. It wouldn't be a podcast if Kevin did not KO.
We can't just skip a Kevin's favorite. He's
Nah,
actually KO'd,
gone,
man.
bro. It's gone. It's over.
Oh man. Okay, so I guess Kevin's KO'd now.
Guys, this is not scripted. It's actually happening in real time.
Nah, it's scripted, man. It's scripted right now. But yeah, I think Kevin's KO'd by
You
now.
can't even hear him breathing. He has his mic to his mouth.
He's actually KO'd though. But yeah, I guess this is our first podcast though. We might do another one in the next few weeks. So I think the main focus of the podcast is that we're all together, drinking, having fun, talking about whatever though. But yeah, I guess next one would be I guess more personal, more different though. This is more as a recap on what we did during that Cairns, Gold Coast, and Tasmania trip though. But yeah, next few might be a bit different though. But yeah, this is actually pretty fun though. What about you, Tan, Michael? Did you
Yeah, I had
enjoy
fun.
it, though?
I thought it would be a bit more tense and stuff like that, but it sounded quite
Yeah,
natural.
I told
It's
you.
just like reminiscing.
Have you ever threw
Back on the
alcohol?
thing.
Yeah, have you ever
No.
threw
I don't think
shots
it was-
in?
I don't
Yeah,
think
we-
it's the shots that
Like when we
that made it. It's
like
basically
when
how
we-
we don't normally, but then like I didn't
Yeah.
really think that we're ever getting filmed. We're just talking
Yeah.
about our, our experiences.
Yeah,
again.
pretty much, yeah. But yeah, I'll try and upload this as soon as possible though. But I guess before we end the whole podcast, last
Take a
shot.
shot.
Last shot,
Yep.
Michael, come on.
I knew it.
I'm pretty out of it, Michael.
I'm not.
I
So-
am. Look at
I'm
Michael.
not.
Okay.
Because I'm not
Put it
like you
hard,
guys. I'm not like you guys where I.
I'm gonna finish this bottle. That's pretty crazy. I just bought this one yesterday, actually. That's the wrong glass.
Oh, man, I'm feeling it. Ugh.
Well, that means I can leave this
Yeah.
for next week.
Oh, I
Hopefully,
bought 2 bottles when I bought it. And this is like nothing.
Oh, Michael. Michael.
I
Tomorrow?
got the whole weekend.
Michael, tomorrow, Michael, tomorrow?
Yeah. Obviously.
Oh,
Saturday
wow.
Tomorrow.
Hey, Michael. Be depressed, boys. Yeah, Michael? Be depressed,
No.
boys.
Stop saying it like
Yeah,
that.
guys, just get over it. Just get over it, man. A simple answer.
Alright.
I'm over
Alright,
it.
get over it.
This is fun. I like drinking
Alright,
because it's fun.
ready?
Not good-
Alright,
anything
cheers,
else.
boys. Cheers
Cheers.
3,
Cheers.
to the podcast. Cheers.
to the podcast.
Oh, my vomit. After this. Oh. That was bad. Alright.
I think the first one done smoother because I don't have that gag reflex.
Alright. I think I might call it here then. So thanks for watching though. We might actually end it here. I might call the next podcast, or I guess I might call the whole podcast 7 Spare. But yeah, for now, it's basically going to be Kevin, Tan, Michael, and me hosting the podcast. We might have a few random guests in there, but yeah, this is our first podcast here, the pilot one. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy it then. See ya.
Thanks, guys.